Alright, the next story quest is a welcome guest, given to us by Alphino, on the docks of Sullen, and here we go. We mustn't dally here any longer, Mercy. If Beq Lugg is to hear the truth of our travails in the first, you of all people should be present. He walks off. I mount up to follow. Oh, in the Crystarium? Okay, never mind, we'll just fucking return. Gotta talk to the guard. We'll sprint. Why not? Wave goodbye to the wind-up Onion Knight and summon randomly the Serpent Hatchling. Oh, it's one of my favorites. I love it so much. Little Chocobo chick with a free company invite from Ziggy for what's the It's called Windurst. Ooh, okay. I like. Oh, and Heaven's Tower. Okay, hold on. Hold on, I do like any reference to Final Fantasy XI. Part of the G Alliance. Wait, I think one of my other characters is a part of this guild, or free company. Yeah, let's take it. I'm pretty sure I'm in their Discord still. Funny enough. Or at least I was. In some free companies, if they reach a certain limit of members, and they go through the list and see what members are like inactive for a certain period of time. We have a cutscene, by the way, of the Exarch talking to the new Mao that we have befriended recently. Temporarily, probably. And we are entering as the new Mao is thinking.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me not only that the return of night was your doing?
I mean, I had help, yeah.
But that you hail from another world as well?
Entirely true, yeah.
Everything we told you, of the source, the shards, the 7 umbral calamities, all of it is true. I realize how fantastical it sounds, and I would not blame you for doubting our testimony. But given your expertise, you must surely have noted the peculiar nature of their souls.
Any other time and I would have dismissed your stories as balderdash and flummery. But upon closer inspection, 'tis plain their souls are far denser than is normal, and that they do not possess true bodies. Save you. Your body is your own.
You know, I'm pretty cool like that.
And your soul is the densest of them all.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment, because usually when people call other people dense, it's not a good thing.
As I said before, were it not for their heroism, the skies over Norvrant would still be awash with light, the realm yet at the mercy of Vorthri and the Sin Eaters. After all they have done for our home, seeing them safely back to their own, it seems the very least we can do.
Your tale is intriguing. Yes, very intriguing indeed. Simply to hear it is fitting payment in itself. As for your friends, I can but agree. Their valorous deeds on behalf of Norvrant are deserving of recognition, of their own fitting payment.
You will help us then?
I will. I would see my knowledge put to good use for a change.
Do you normally put your own knowledge to bad use? Like, what's the implicate? Whatever.
I do have one condition, however. I am not the spry young Numo I once was. As such, I will require assistance in my fieldwork and testing.
I expected as much.
It would be our pleasure. We'll be laboring for our own benefit after all.
Yeah, of course I'll help. What do you have to look at me for? I mean, obviously I can get back and forth whenever the hell I want, but I want you guys to get back with me, so... Oh man, my new free company went crazy with the welcomes. It's too much for me. I just want to reap the benefits and not have to talk to anybody. Alright, we talked to Beq Lugg for another cutscene. You have I can't do her voice. You have spun quite a tale, but tell me, have you given any thought as to how you might return to your world? And the Exarch nods and goes into his ideas. The screen goes black. And we are back. White Arsite, you say? An intriguing proposition, but one which fails to account for the present state of your souls. They have become highly charged, likely as a consequence of having maintained tangible forms for so long. In such an energetic, unstable state, there's no telling what may happen to their souls within the Arsite. They could very well become immutable to transference, never to be restored to their bodies. Then, would it be possible to force our souls into a state of dormancy prior to transference? Says Y'shtola. In theory, yes, but the soul is not a candle to be snuffed out and relit on a whim. Well, that sounds ominous. What exactly would rendering our souls dormant entail? Stella say. In order to maintain a corporeal form, your souls constantly draw ether from your surroundings. This process must be halted, and the resulting surfeit of ether removed. Your minds would ultimately be separated from these faux bodies of yours, rendering you incapable of interacting with the world around you. A cruel fate under normal circumstances, but one which will be rectified upon your return home. Leaving lifeless husks, like those poor souls at the inn at Journey's Head, corrupted by the Sin Eaters, their ether made stagnant by the light. That's how I'll say again. Corrupted? Stagnant? Might I see these unfortunate individuals? Why? Do you think you might be able to help them? Says the Crystal Exarch. I might, or I might not, but I shan't know for sure until I have seen their condition firsthand. Then I'll be glad to take you to them, on the understanding that you won't do anything which might increase their suffering. It is my faith in men I lost, not my compassion. Well, I see no need for all of us to accompany you. While you escort our guest to the inn, I will assist Orlean J in creating the requisite oversight. I believe my talents will be better applied to that endeavor as well. Might I leave the three of you to assist Beq Lugg as necessary? I think it's me, Alphino, and Alice. Let us make for Almarang then, says Alphino. Nods, and people walking off to do their thing. Cutscene over. Let's just teleport. 238. Not gonna use a token. And wait, is this the? Okay, that's what I thought they were talking about. Okay, it's where we first kind of saw Alice outside defending this place, I believe, from Sin Eaters and her friend was turned in front of us. It was very fucking gruesome, scary. We'll talk to Beq Lugg with the twins at my side. Cutscene. She approaches a young girl or boy with like the whole like kind of bone protrusion, coral kind of looking things growing from his head. So this is Holric, is it? Yes, his etheric balance leans perilously toward the light. Toward stasis? What do you suppose will happen to him? Not too bright, are you, boy? The same as all poor souls corrupted by the light. You will become a sin-eater. You don't know that. We've defeated the wardens and banished the light from the night sky. Halric was completely unresponsive before, but now... He's still just sitting there, blinking occasionally, but not noticing. We see him mumble. That's it. Then perhaps there is yet hope. If I may, there is a treatment I wish to administer to the patients. What sort of treatment? In the course of my studies of the soul, I once created a tonic which could temporarily stimulate the ether in one's body. After some refinement, it came to be used by the Knights of Vilbert. Then for far darker purposes. Lest it fall into the wrong hands, I swore never to make it, but for their sakes I will break that oath. It is not like to reverse the stagnation, mind you, but it should offer some measure of relief. Cutscene as the twins nod, and we are going to talk to some people around here. So we're going to talk to Todden, and administer some soul tonic. He's a light struck who's just sitting there on a bench, catatonic. We administer it and just get ... from him. Todden stares blankly at you. It would seem the tonic has had no effect. We have another one laying down, Pawnil. Soul tonic number 2. What is this warmth I feel in my chest? That one seems to have had an effect. Oh my god, why are there so many people here? What's going on? Are you about to fight something? They're all going to the south. You know what? Let's break for a second. Just see what they're doing. It probably means there's some like world event boss. There's a big old cactar, but I don't think that's it. Is it? Is it? Seriously? A macatender. Is that really what they're all here for? Just a big old red cactus? It seems... Where are you guys all going? Oh, they all winked out. I have no idea where they went. It's fine. Interesting. Alright, well. I got to participate in whatever the hell that was for a second. Our last of 3 we'll give to this Voin person. Soul tonic number 3 administered. I feel warm, and my legs they don't feel as heavy. You seem to have had some success here. That ain't nothing to shake a stick at. Here's Beq Lugg again. I think we'll do one more quest after this, because this is the end of this one. Cutscene, by the way. Now then, have you noted any change in the patients? A notable rise in body temperature, increased motor function, in most of the patients at least. The more severely afflicted show no response. As I feared then, 'tis true that with the restoration of night, the corrupting influence of light will no longer grow, and yes, their bodies will naturally return to equilibrium, given time. But this holds true only for their corporeal ether. Their incorporeal ether, that of the soul, is not so easily mended. Which is why those in the later stages of corruption, like Halric, appear unaffected by your tonic. Precisely? some are beyond saving. The boy's soul is too far gone, his mind held together by the finest of threads. There is a chance he may one day recover, of course, but it could take years, decades even. By the gods, he could wake to find himself an old man. A fine reward for his persistence, the opportunity to mourn the life he never had a chance to live. No, there must be something we can do. Look, I realize this is not why we petitioned your aid, but do you think it possible we can find a way to hasten their recovery? Maybe? Nor do I think it impossible that in treating them, we might learn something of relevance to your own predicament. Alright, tenacity food, direct hit rate food, skill speed food, or 1,000 gil. I'll do tenacity as we usually do for these things. Quest complete. As I am doing from now on, there is a link in the description of this video that will give you access to my Google Drive document with all of the products I recommend and use and repurchase as I lose them, like, you know, as I go through the supplies, the mayo, the strawberry lemonade, drinks, etc., the tea. If you buy anything from any of those links in that document, I'll get a small cut. It's one way to support this video, this channel, while actually also buying something you might actually need. So I'll see you next time.